Hey there, adventurers! We all love a good snowfall, the way it transforms the landscape, the peace it brings. But when those flakes turn fierce and the wind howls like a hungry wolf, you've got yourself a different beast entirely. A blizzard. Out here in the wild, respect for nature is paramount, and that means being ready for anything. We're talking about sub-zero temperatures, blinding snow, and the very real threat of hypothermia. But don't worry, I'm here to equip you with the knowledge to survive and even thrive in these extreme conditions. Today we're going deep into blizzard territory, arming you with the essential preparation tips and survival strategies you need to weather the storm. So grab your gear because things are about to get icy. We all know the old saying, by failing to prepare, you are preparing to fail. Nowhere is this truer than when facing the raw power of a blizzard. First things first, knowledge is your greatest weapon. Before the first snowflake even falls, you need to be tuned into your local weather forecasts. These guys are your lifeline, giving you the heads up you need to batten down the hatches. Remember, a blizzard isn't just a heavy snowfall. We're talking high winds, plummeting temperatures, and visibility so low you can barely see your hand in front of your face. This is serious stuff, folks. Have a plan. Where will you take shelter if you need to? Who do you need to contact? Knowing the answers to these questions before the storm hits could be the difference between life and death. And trust me, out in the wild, I've learned that even the smallest details matter. Pack a map and compass. Blizzards can knock out power, making phones and GPS useless. Old-school navigation could save your life. When that blizzard hits, you'll be thanking your lucky stars you packed right. Think of your emergency kit like a soldier's best friend. It needs to be stocked and ready for action. First up, light and warmth. A powerful flashlight and plenty of spare batteries are non-negotiable. Trust me, there's nothing more disorienting than being plunged into darkness in the middle of a blizzard. Next, pack a first aid kit that would make a medic proud. We're talking bandages, antiseptic wipes, pain relief, the works. Remember, hospitals might be inaccessible during a blizzard, so you need to be your own first responder. Warmth is crucial. Pack extra blankets, preferably those thermal heat-reflecting ones. And don't forget a good multi-purpose tool. It's a lifesaver in a pinch. Finally, pack hand and foot warmers. These little lifesavers can make a world of difference when the mercury plummets. Remember, we're aiming to stay one step ahead of that blizzard. Out in the wild, I've learned that a rumbling stomach is about the last thing you want when you're battling the elements. That's why stocking up on the right food and water is crucial. Forget about fancy meals. We're talking about sustenance, pure and simple. Pack non-perishable foods, canned goods, protein bars, nuts, dried fruit, things that provide energy and will last without refrigeration. Water is even more important. Aim for 1 gallon per person per day, and ensure you have a way to melt snow if needed. Remember, dehydration can sneak up on you, especially in cold weather. Consider a camping stove and fuel. Being able to heat up food or make a hot drink can do wonders for morale, and trust me, every little bit helps when you're facing a blizzard. Remember, this isn't a picnic, it's about survival. Pack smart, pack light, and pack enough to last you at least 3 days. Staying warm and dry is your #1 priority in a blizzard. That means having the right clothing and a secure shelter. Remember, hypothermia is a real threat, and it can set in faster than you think. Think layers, people. Start with a base layer of thermal underwear, followed by insulating layers of fleece or wool. Avoid cotton. It absorbs moisture and will make you colder if it gets wet. Your outer layer should be windproof and waterproof. A good quality jacket and snow pants are essential. Don't forget a hat, gloves, and a scarf to protect your extremities. If you're caught out in the open, knowing how to build a temporary shelter could save your life. Look for natural windbreaks, a clump of trees, a rock overhang, anything that can shield you from the elements. If you need to build a snow cave, make sure it's well ventilated to avoid carbon monoxide poisoning. Remember, your shelter is your sanctuary, your fortress against the blizzard. In a blizzard, communication can be a lifeline to the outside world. Make sure you have a fully charged mobile phone and a backup power bank. A weather radio is another essential piece of kit. It'll keep you updated on the storm's progress and any emergency alerts. Remember, knowledge is power, and staying informed could be crucial to your survival. If you have a two-way radio, even better. It'll allow you to communicate with others without relying on cell towers, which can be unreliable in extreme weather. Before the storm hits, let someone know your plans, where you'll be, how long you expect to be gone. That way, if something does happen, they know where to look for you. Remember, never venture out into a blizzard without a way to call for help. It's always better to be safe than sorry. When that blizzard hits, the safest place to be is indoors, tucked away from the howling wind and driving snow. Think of it like battening down the hatches on a ship in a storm. Avoid going outside unless absolutely necessary. Even a short trip to the car can be dangerous in whiteout conditions. Visibility can drop to zero and disorientation is a real risk. If you must venture out, let someone know where you're going and when you expect to be back. Stick to familiar routes and avoid going alone if possible. Keep curtains and blinds closed to prevent heat loss. Avoid opening doors and windows unnecessarily. Every little bit helps when you're trying to conserve heat. Remember, staying indoors is the safest option during a blizzard. Don't underestimate the power of this storm. Out in the wild, I've seen firsthand the dangers of frostbite and hypothermia. They're silent threats creeping up on you slowly and then striking with devastating force. Frostbite is a cold injury that affects the extremities, fingers, toes, nose, ears. It happens when skin tissue freezes and it can cause permanent damage if left untreated. Watch out for numbness, tingling, or a waxy white appearance to the skin. If you notice any of these signs, seek medical attention immediately. Hypothermia is even more serious. It sets in when your body temperature drops below 95 degrees Fahrenheit. Symptoms include shivering, confusion, slurred speech, and loss of coordination. If you suspect hypothermia, get to a warm place immediately, remove any wet clothing, and begin warming the person slowly. This is a life-threatening condition, so don't hesitate to call for help. Blizzards can knock out power lines, leaving you in the dark and cold, but don't panic. With a bit of preparation, you can weather this storm too. If you have a generator, make sure you know how to use it safely. Never operate it indoors, and keep it well ventilated to avoid carbon monoxide poisoning. Candles and lanterns can provide light, but use them with caution. Never leave them unattended and keep them away from flammable materials. Layer up your clothing to stay warm. Close off any unused rooms to conserve heat. If you have a fireplace, use it, but make sure the flue is open and the area is well ventilated. Remember, a power outage doesn't have to be a disaster. With a bit of planning, you can stay safe and comfortable until the lights come back on. When the wind's howling and the snow's piling up outside, it's easy to let fear take hold. But panic is a survival's worst enemy. It clouds judgment and can lead to rash decisions. The key is to stay calm and focused. Remember your training, trust your instincts, and take things one step at a time. You've got this. If you're feeling overwhelmed, take a few deep breaths, count to 10, and remind yourself that this too shall pass. Focus on the things you can control. Your breathing, your thoughts, your actions. If you're with others, maintain a positive attitude. Morale is contagious, and a little bit of humor can go a long way in a stressful situation. Remember, your mind is your most powerful tool. Keep it sharp, keep it positive, and you'll make it through this. The blizzard has passed, the sun is peeking through the clouds, and you've made it. Take a moment to appreciate the silence, the beauty of the snow-covered landscape. You've faced the storm and emerged victorious. But the danger isn't over yet. Before venturing outside, check for downed power lines and other hazards. Clear snow away from vents and exhaust pipes to prevent carbon monoxide poisoning. Dress warmly, as temperatures can remain dangerously low even after the snow has stopped. Be careful when walking on snow and ice, as it can be slippery and unstable. Check on your neighbors, especially the elderly or those with disabilities. Offer assistance if needed, and share any extra supplies you may have. Remember, the aftermath of a blizzard can be just as challenging as the storm itself. Stay vigilant, stay informed, and help others in need. So there you have it, adventurers, your guide to surviving the fury of a blizzard. Remember, preparation is key. By having the right gear, the right knowledge, and the right mindset, you can weather any storm Mother Nature throws at you. Thanks for watching our guide on surviving a blizzard. We've covered everything from prepping your emergency kit to staying safe during power outages and recognizing the dangers of frostbite. Remember, these tips are essential for anyone living in or traveling to areas prone to these extreme weather events. Stay safe and prepared, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more survival tips. We'll be back with more essential advice on conquering life's challenges, no matter what comes your way. Thanks for watching.